James Harden has made 639 made field goals, but 87% have been unassisted. That's 556 makes.
He looks effortless, but as Ernie would say, he's not Steffortless. Oh, that's double dribble.
Oh,
that is double dribble.
Double dribble on that one?
He's not, but it's a button.
Another playmaker out on the court. I still think this is a dangerous team in the postseason.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous team.
Great pass, finished by Leonard.
Yep. But his intellect out on the floor, he's one of the smartest players in the game today.
Good pass by Harden, strong finish by Capella. Kawhi attacks, gets away from a little push-off, stops and pop. JT, I know you like the stop and pop out of Kawhi.
To really, in my opinion, be one of the best playoff defensive teams once the playoffs start.
James Harden with the steal push, PJ Tucker with the layup. Kawhi Leonard attacks. Nice finger roll.
Taller than 6'8". He's a long 6'9" and can slide his feet, use his length to his advantage.
ISO by Leonard, knocks it down.
Who said the mid-range game was there?
It's still there.
You know, Milwaukee has talent, but what Milwaukee doesn't have right now, in my opinion, is the playoff experience that Toronto brings to the table.
Then they come off the bench with some guys that bring a whole different dynamic. So, you know, Toronto, definitely my favorite. I like Milwaukee, but they're young.
They're still here looking to come back. That's why I see these two teams as a potential, finals matchup right now.
James Harden off the glass just before the shot clock.
Solid on defense.
And speaking of second unit, JT, when you're sitting on the bench and you're coming in the ball game, what is the mindset of guys coming off the bench as Marcus Gasol knocks down a fadeaway?
Sometimes I don't like about this too much one-on-one. Not enough ball movement, player movement.
And the deep three. 21-17, 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Jeremy Lin with the floater off the glass.
You remember last week, Nick Nurse talked about he needed Jeremy Lin to be more aggressive. No, it just speaks to what Isaiah is saying in terms of how the game continues to evolve. And great players as Lowry gets to the rim in transition. So important for their success.
With that being said, Isaiah, for you and Joe Dumars, how similar was that?
Oh, we neither one of us had hard.
Nice, Gerald Green with the three.
And good. Now the Lakers.
Big block by Gerald Green. Oh, Chris Paul, Nene to Rivers in the corner. Knocks it down. Chris Paul, Capella, pick and roll.
Oh, great pass by Paul.
Gordon knocks down another three.
Great pass.
Not really executing his one pass. Come down, shoot a contested shot. Not really working their offense here against Houston, whereas Houston's getting whatever they want on the offensive end. And talking about defense for Houston, Jeff Bezdelic, who is really their defensive coordinator and so instrumental as Gasol scores inside, but so instrumental to their success last year. And, of course, getting stops here on the defensive side.
Chris Paul. Capella gathers. And it goes.
And you really, as Harden's back in the game, you got to give credit to Houston.
Well, we know with the way Houston plays and the pace that they play at, they're going to always give you an opportunity to get back in the game. Great pass by Harden. Cut it to maybe 10. That should be the goal before half.
McCall, corner three, knocks it down. Green for the corner three. Knocks it down.
He's not a big fan of that fadeaway. Get into the paint. Use your size and your strength to your advantage.
Speaking of getting to the paint, Rivers to the paint with the finger roll. For the half, James Harden. Oh, so crafty guy with the right hand.
Offensively, has to be better here in the second half, excuse me.
Siakam comes out with the right in front of Tucker. He said, hey.
Out, shot the ball extremely well. They shot 50%. But we know Toronto is one of the better defensive teams in the NBA as Leonard knocks down the mid-range J. Into a wrestling match with Kawhi Leonard. Chris Paul, your hands are not big enough.
Siakam with the corner three.
That have been in that situation but have come through down the stretch. I think of the big fella Shaq, who we know is back in the studios. As he said, he made them when it counted.
That's right.
And speaking of making it when they count is.
The crowd's trying to get into it. Surge, knocks it down. Danny Green, corner three, knocks it down. D'Antoni said, that's enough, guys. 10 for the court on that run, should I say. James Harden, floater, gets it to go. Backs down Green. No double team comes, attacks. Little floater, it's good.
And guys, Siakam, his improvement.
Backs down Green. No double team comes, attacks. Little floater, it's good.
And guys, Siakam.
We have 59.
4 points.
There you go. I got you back,
4
baby.
points in there.
I got you back, baby. And Rivers knocks down the money ball.
Obviously, as you said, 3D, stopping the bleeding. They needed that basket desperately.
Siakam working on hard. They want to get that fifth foul.
Well,
Siakam isolated on Harden. Double team comes late, but too late.
And once again, recognition the offensive end.
Kyle Lowry attacks baseline and makes a tough one.
And let me clarify, I called you foot.
when it happens, I am very, very happy for you.
Siakam.
Wow, he took one dribble from like half court.
10 seconds here at the end of the quarter. Powell, good move, uses the left hand nicely.
Offensive ability to stop, guard, rotate, and this is what makes Toronto again so dangerous, as Chris Paul on another assist to Gerald Green.
Marcus Gasol, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Stops and pops. Gives a little look at the Rockets bench. Somebody must have. Nene with the strip and the easy two.
And the
Here's Paul looking. Corner. Gerald Green knocks it down.
The Lakers, with LeBron James and a young group, be able to make the playoffs. I think everyone assumed that Boston would represent the Eastern Conference in the finals, and so
you got to give that coaching staff for the Rockets a lot of credit, because Toronto came out in the third quarter as Lowry knocks down the two.
Hands down, moving his feet. Step to the side, James Harden's patented move, and he knocks it down.
I think that's such a difficult move to guard. And even though he's having a tough shooting night, Houston is still up 10. That's how good their defense has been.
Kawhi with the one hand. Thought he got fouled.
again, contesting everything, making things difficult for these Raptors on the offensive side.
Step back hard, and that's a deep, deep money ball.
Off basketball, that's when you talk about championship basketball, and both these teams have the ability to do that.
Kawhi Leonard in the paint for two. And Grant, is this where we take?
This team, they're going to play for him, and they believe in him, and you saw that last year, and you've seen it this year. I actually thought the job that he did when they didn't start the season well.
And, you know, Harden hasn't had a great shooting night by his standards, but you look up, and does he have 27 now or 29?
Kawhi working on Capella. To the basket. P.J. Tucker.
You got Paul and Harden out there, two excellent dribblers and facilitators. It is very difficult this point in time of the game, being down 10.
And James with the floater and the block. They played consistent defense in May and June.
I mean, they hold Toronto to, you know, they got 92 points.
107-95, Houston Rockets coming to the Toronto Raptors building.